Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney Adventures. I'm John, and...
I'm James.
I'm Anna.
And we are continuing from where we left off. I believe we got interrupted by the... What's her name?
Susato.
Jezail.
No,
Was
the...
it Jezail, or was it somebody...
Susato.
Oh, I forget her name.
I've said it 3 times.
I know, I'm sorry. Wait, you did?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't hear.
Susato.
Susato. Oh, okay, right. Yeah.
I probably am not pronouncing it well.
This is where you get all your professional Ace Attorney gameplay, ladies and gentlemen.
There she is.
Well, I understand you are the judicial assistant to the defense, but why this sudden ingress into my courtroom?
Ha! A judicial assistant, and a woman no less.
There we go.
The rules state that females are not permitted into this court of law other than to testify.
Yes, I fully understand. I ask only for 5 minutes of time.
That's why I'm at the witness stand.
I have some vital evidence that I must hand over to the defense.
Ha! You're too late, little girl. This trial has already been concluded.
5 minutes. I will not allow a moment more.
But Your Excellency.
I am most grateful.
Aww. Oh, snap. Okay, we're over here.
This is a cramped defense bench.
Who exactly are you?
I'm sorry, there's no time. Please, simply accept this for now.
What is that? A report about something written in English.
It's Giselle Brett's research.
An English woman's. That's what stuck out to you?
The English woman. So as in the
An
witness.
English. After the trial resumed earlier, I hurried back to the university. I went to Dr. Wilson's laboratory in the medical faculty and borrowed this paper.
Oh yes, that's right. Miss Britt was studying under the professor, wasn't she?
There's probably a better angle they could have done this.
Nah.
A more cinematically dynamic angle.
Yeah, I look like
No.
Kazuma looks like he's like leaning back to like let everybody squeeze in here.
It's like when you're at church and you're trying to do like the peace be with you. Everyone has to like kind of contort themselves.
Yeah.
So does this research, whatever it is, have something to do with the case?
I'm afraid I don't know.
No, it's completely unrelated.
I haven't been able to listen to the proceedings of the trial myself.
Oh, oops.
Because, you know, I was busy
Yeah.
going to get the
Yeah.
notebook.
Ah, yeah, of course not.
Special characteristics of curare? I'm gonna call it curare, and its effects on human subjects. Interesting.
Karate? What's that? Never heard of that word before.
Time's up. The prosecution demands the immediate removal of this female trespasser from the courtroom.
There was too little time for me to read it in detail. But I've summarized what I could on a note just inside the cover. If you think it could be valuable, please cast your eye over it.
This is wonderful. Thank you. See ya. That's what he said.
Bye.
Goodbye then, and good luck.
Oh, you're actually leaving. Oh, no.
I mean, she has to.
She's being forced from the courtroom.
Yes.
You've had long enough, counsel. We cannot detain our English guest any longer. Yeah.
Oh God, I forgot.
I'm
I
sure
forgot
you
what
can.
she looked like. Oh.
How could you forget what that
I asked the
woman
prosecution and the defense now one last time. Do not forget this woman ever again.
Please.
Does either side have any further evidence to present to the court? I presume not, but...
I presume not, despite someone just bursting in to give us some evidence. Come on, Judge. You're better than this.
It wasn't important.
The prosecution.
Nor was it real.
Yeah, clearly this was unimportant. The prosecution has made its case convincingly enough already. Nothing more to add, Your Excellency. Ryunosuke, we're out of options.
Man, I hate that man so much.
Yeah. This really is our very last chance.
It's the final countdown. Yeah, I know.
Ba-da-da-da.
Yeah,
Hell
big
yeah.
slam.
Your Excellency, the defense does have new evidence. Really? I didn't see anything. That look. The unyielding stare of a true Japanese warrior. Please don't cut me down.
We all... You idiots! We've all got swords!
Yes, Your Excellency.
If you wouldn't mind, perhaps you could grace us with your presence a little longer?
It's a delightful invitation, but I'm afraid it's not so very long until tea time. I'll have to politely decline.
Forgive me, Miss Brett. It seems I wasn't clear. You have no choice. I realized it was phrased as a question. However, I must ask you to treat this as an order.
Da, 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 da. I've said it many times before, but the Japanese language makes no sense.
My apologies, dear lady. It's like ice cold stare. So, counsel,
Dear lady in quotation marks.
what is this new evidence?
My attorney's
badge.
The university collar pin. I'm a student.
Yes.
Do you see it?
Yes. Yes. Speaking of university students.
Miss Giselle Brett, we understand you are now studying under Dr. Wilson at the Yume University doing research, I believe.
Dot 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 dot.
Research by sheer coincidence, perhaps, into a deadly poison?
What?
Oh yeah, I didn't even look at the thing. Hang on.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was like, man, please look.
Presenting
Report
evidence
detailing-
without even glancing at it. That is the
A report
external-
detailing an unknown person poison that Miss Brett's been researching during time. Poison made from the bark of certain trees in the jungles of South America. The hunters of the region have used it since ancient times to incapacitate their prey. Why did I get flashbacks to the Charlie and Chocolate Factory movie all of a sudden?
Apparently, Willy Wonka was developing some.
No,
chocolate
it
to die
was
for.
specifically that scene when he was in the jungle.
Yeah.
Of course. Right. We've
The
seen Giselle
effects.
Brett just hacking her way through the jungle and finding Oompa Loompas.
For effects, instant paralysis of the entire body and subsequent death, even in minute doses. Oh wow, this seems relevant.
Wow.
Route of entry. The above-mentioned effect occurs when the poison enters the body through a wound, such as that inflicted by a blowpipe dart. Okay, wrong button. Due to its ability to render human body paralytic, it's believed that the toxin could have its application as an anesthetic, whatever. However, a solution for the respiratory arrest caused as a result of the full body paralysis must be found first, or patients would die of suffocation. So, this poison was used to paralyze him and then he was shot?
No.
Or it could be that
You're
the
almost
shot
there.
was. It could be the shot was post-mortem. So because if it's a paralysis, then it means he like stopped breathing potentially.
Okay, but I'm just like
Like
figuring
his
out.
heart
I was like, how long would it take for them to die of suffocation during paralysis?
Well, I mean, his heart may have also stopped. So like we
Yeah,
don't know
maybe.
how thorough the paralysis is.
Poison?
Find out.
Yep, we probably will.
Where are you going with this, counsel?
Where the hell do you think I'm going with it? A toxin known as curare, Your Excellency. Even the slightest amount of this deadly poison entering the body leads to instant death. Oh, instant. Well, there you go. That's how fast.
Oh, that was a poorly phrased research report.
Yeah, shame on you, Giselle. What complete and utter nonsense. Curare, you say? I've never even heard of it.
How often do you even hear of poisons?
Shut up.
You
wouldn't. Oh, that's like British. That's British slang. You wouldn't have done.
Oh yeah, there's like British
Because
spelling,
like yeah,
British
like if you ask
everything.
like I've heard that in like Top Gear and stuff. He's like, hey, did you do this? I might have done.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so he's like, you wouldn't have done. What do you mean? I mean that you wouldn't have heard it. It's okay.
I can't. We're 3 episodes in. I can't get it down.
Listen, we're still doing it in Danganronpa 2 by accident. So, or Danganronpa 2. God. Oh. You can tell
Man.
how much I'm still stuck with. Oh boy. We're still doing it in Danganronpa V3, like 3 episodes in. So yeah, it's fine. I mean that you wouldn't have heard of Curare before for one very simple reason. It doesn't exist in our country. Well, I mean, it clearly it does. It exists because it was used on, presumably used on Dr. Watson.
It's here
I guess
now.
I think what he means is that it's not used in Japan,
Yeah,
but it's
like,
used in like
it's only
England.
just kind of been introduced. So anyway, it doesn't exist. I think that's me. Right?
correct. I think I looked back at the first episode. I was like, oh shit, it was actually me. So,
Wait,
but
you
in
were
the
the butler?
yeah, in the second episode you were like,
Oh, oops.
Shit.
So
oopsie.
Who do we?
Hey guys, get it together.
Yeah, who do we want to voice him?
I'll do it this time. I'll reprise the
All right,
role
we'll switch back and forth
After-
every episode.
after a recasting.
Yes.
Which correct, which means no matter what tests the police can do for toxins, they'd never identify Curare. Why? Because there is no test available here where they can identify the presence of this highly deadly poison. That was a big run-on sentence. Holy shit.
What?
Order, order, order. I'll take 2 cheeseburgers, please.
2 number 9s. Number 9 large.
Counsel, does this deadly poison truly exist?
According to this report, authored by the visiting research student from England.
I can't read a lick of this.
Yes, I mean, well, actually, I can, because I have been studying English for my trip to Britain. Haha, so there. Curare has long been used by the tribespeople of South America as a poison to lace their arrows.
Oof.
It seems that it's reasonably well known among European doctors and scientists. To lace their arrows? The report states that it is produced from the extract of a tree that grows deep in the Amazonian jungle. And it was first brought back to Europe at the turn of the century by explorers. It claims that animals shot by arrows laced with curare suffer instant death. Doesn't that about sum it up, Miss Brett?
Attention!
Trumpery? Trumpery! These aspersions are utter trumpery!
I'm really liking this tell the truth theme.
Yeah! Oh, it's so good. I love it. Just
The music in this game is so good.
Yeah! Anyway, to start with, if the victim had been administered some of this so-called deadly poison, he would have been squirming and writhing in pain, and the other diners would have surely noticed.
Yeah, I didn't, so...
Yeah, well, I mean, listen, it's what does instant death mean to you?
That's true. What do you say to that, Inspector? Wow, you're all idiots. Obviously, I would have noticed a disturbance like that. I don't remember anything like that, either. I didn't notice the professor being in any kind of pain. According to this, however...
According to this, however, it's the other way around. What do you mean the other way around? You're reading it upside down, sir. I mean, the very fact that the victim didn't show any visible signs of distress is evidence that curare was used. I think I hit my mic there. Damn it.
I heard it.
Bap.
Damn it.
Explain yourself, counsel. Why did you hit that mic?
Shut up, you.
I'm the judge.
My this statement withdrawn, Your Excellency. The moment this toxin enters a person's system, it causes instant paralysis. In other words, afflicted victims lose all strength and are completely unable to move. Even if they were in total agony, there would be no visible signs of pain at all.
How terrible.
Obviously, if a man lost all strength in his muscles, he'd collapse on the floor. But with a chair under him for support, as Dr. Wilson did, the effects could go largely unnoticed.
I don't follow, Kazuma. That's just paralysis. I thought the poison caused instant death. I'm glad we're finally addressing this.
The full explanation is extremely unpleasant. The poison causes immediate paralysis, as I said, leaving the victim unable to move. But after a short time, the paralysis is so severe it causes the muscles that control respiration to fail.
Respiration?
In other words, the actual cause of death is suffocation. And all the while, the victim is conscious and aware, just unable to move. That's hideous.
Jesus.
To the observer, it would look almost like the victim was slipping peacefully into an endless sleep. But for the victim himself, his final moments would be a living hell. That is the true nature of this deadly curare poison.
Watson! And you're suggesting that this bottle, Counsel, actually contains this terrifying poison?
Attention!
This is all very convenient, isn't it? A hitherto unknown poison for which there is no means of testing? What a happy tale for the defense.
If I may.
All these facts. You think you're so clever, but you must be taught some men.
It is you who must be taught.
Of course. Dear lady.
So this is how you Japanese behave, is it?
Here we go. What?
You steal another's honest hard work and then announce the results as if you discovered them? This coming from a British person.
The historical irony. The historical irony. Also, can I just say, I love how her shut up thing is in like a fancy curly Q font.
Yeah. I'm appalled. What a what a loathsome act.
Well, Miss Brett, the feeling is mutual.
Whatever do you mean?
I mean, it's your poison.
Capitalizing on the unfortunate circumstances of an innocent man to frame him for a heinous crime. That really is a loathsome act. Wouldn't you agree?
Attention!
Enough of this. I, for one, refuse to accept it.
Well, if you did accept it, you'd be a lousy-ass prosecutor.
Shut up, you. Also, I'm hearkening back to Byakuya from Danganronpa 1. Go on, find it very hard to believe. You'll be executed along with the rest of us. The idea of some poison that doesn't even exist in the great empire of Japan is breaking the rules.
How dare this murderer?
Yeah, how dare they? With the audacity to use a poison we haven't heard of.
What's so funny? A lot of things if you've been listening to us.
Yeah, darn right.
Our commentary. GameCola.net.
Oh yeah, video game humor.
Oh, excuse me. Your Excellency.
Yes, Miss Brett.
May I borrow that bottle for a moment, please?
Well, yeah, I don't see, why not. I do!
Yeah, I do.
Breaks it.
Here's a special poison that kills the poison.
Don't get too big for your boots, you insignificant little island boys. Fuck! Sorry.
Sorry?
To an Englishwoman such as myself, this whole affair is a farcical comedy. Your little police games and these foolish courtroom antics, it's laughable, really. But I'm getting bored of it all now. It's time for the games to end. Cheers!
Wait, what are you doing?
No sparkle left at all. How appropriate for this shabby affair.
I mean, we can always check. Didn't, like, Hosanaga, like, take the bag and, like, everything? He, like,
Goodness.
confiscate everything, I think?
Whatever is the matter? You all look quite stunned.
3, 2, 1. Oh my god!
Yeah.
She just falls.
So, no curare. The bottle was clean, is that what you're saying?
You look quite incredulous, little boy. But of course, that's the simple truth. Thank you for presenting the findings of my research so concisely here in this grand venue. Most kind. Thank you, waiter. Now then, Your Excellency?
Yeah, sure, Miss. Yes, Miss Brett?
I should like to be excused now, please. I think I've given more than enough of my time for the furtherance of friendship between our countries.
Yes, dear lady. We are most gratified with all the assistance you have given. I can't get this itch in my head.
This doesn't make sense. There had to have been poison in that bottle. So how? How did she... How did she swallow a whole glass and live to tell the tale?
She's not alive to begin with.
Ah!
She was already dead!
Yes. I don't understand it.
Well, I suppose if nothing else, this little Far Eastern charade. Will make for interesting conversation at the next party I attend in London.
There has to have been poison in that bottle, doesn't there? But there can't have been, because otherwise she would have keeled over dead. Come on, Ryunosuke. We have to get all the clues now. The bottle of water.
Contains no poison, yeah.
Yeah, duh.
Cans, obviously.
As I thought. There is... As I thought.
Yeah, sure, Ryunosuke.
There is no poison in that bottle.
What? Why, Renosuke?
Isn't it obvious? If there was poison in there, she'd be dead by now.
I mean, yes, but what the hell? You're not helping our case here. Sometimes your unadulterated naivete really astounds me. But sometimes it's in need of a good staining, until it's as dark as your uniform in the ways of the world.
Oh, is that what this color is supposed to represent? What?
Brown to me. What? Oh, what the hell?
There's poison in it. There's
This
poison.
whole trial
th-
is poison. Whoop.
Thanks, Anna. Thanks, Anna. Thanks for telling me I got a
No
50-50 chance wrong.
Listen, it's fine. I was listen. I was like, I mean, listen. I encouraged you after you chose the answer, but
I was trying to say something, but you'd already picked it. I was like,
I was thinking it's like, was there
I-
another glass that they just destroyed or something? That's what I was thinking of.
Well, it's not in the bottle. It was just in the glass.
before you pick anything, think of what they had ordered that day and why
But he couldn't have.
Dr. Wilson hadn't ordered any food. And in connection to how the curare works.
Huh. In connection to how it works.
How the curare works.
The Cobra did
Oh,
put
does
the
it
Ferrari.
like? Does the effects like? Does it like die or like? Is it only potent
Through
for
a-
a certain amount of time?
Through a wound.
Oh, through a wound.
Oh, it was
my
on the
God!
plate.
He had a tooth taken out. It has
Yeah.
to be put into the body through a wound. It has to get into the bloodstream. They knew that Dr. Watson had had his tooth removed, so he had an open wound in his mouth.
The defense refuses to change its position.
You're serious?
Objection!
Fool! Are you blind? There is no possible way that bottle could contain poison. I mean, we just saw.
Miss Brett drinking the water from it?
That's right, which rather complicates your argument, I think. Sorry, I was drinking more of that water. I was busy.
Tasty, tasty poison.
And I believe that complication can be explained.
How exactly?
Dot, 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 dot.
Just as I thought. Ellipses.
I need to think through all the things that don't quite add up here, one by one. I'm sure the answer is in the evidence we have in the court record somewhere. It has to be. Very well. If the defense truly intends to assert this claim... Nope, never mind.
I don't.
Never
I don't
mind.
know. I don't know. Then I must ask you to support the assertion with the evidence. It explains how the witness was able to consume the supposedly poison while they're unscathed.
No. Just the university badge.
This. Where's the
Probably
thing?
no, probably yeah, just the report, Giselle's report.
I would say maybe.
Yes!
Okay, thank God.
Yes!
The answer to this
haha!
riddle was right
Okay.
here. It's in Miss Brett's own research report.
Objection!
That is not a valid explanation.
You're not a valid prosecutor.
Why
Oh, dang.
I will cut you down.
No.
What?
After all, you didn't tell us what page it's on. They've done that in like one of the Ace Attorney trials before. They're like, you are like, very well, tell us what page it was on. I think it was the first
Ow.
game.
Yeah, that was in Turnabout Goodbyes.
Yeah, okay. We don't speak English. That report is utter gibberish. This impudent young scoundrel is trying to ridicule the court, Your Excellency.
I'm not trying to ridicule anyone except you, honest. I'm just reading Suetsu-san's notes. I concur. The report is too extensive to be considered its entirety by the court. You will direct us to the... Oh my gosh! We've been hearing a lot about this curare poison.
What is on his hand? I need to know what that is.
He gets cramps.
Because it looks like a brace.
I think it's like to keep his sleeves pulled down along his arms to keep them from rolling up.
Okay, I can accept that.
I think it's like an extension
what are you?
to the cufflinks, like or like an extension to the cuffs, so that like they're sewn in, so that your cuffs and your things are always out in the proper position. They can't like bunch up. Maybe, I don't know.
Okay.
It's left me curious about something. Oh, counsel? You curious? That's new.
Oh, counsel, my counsel.
Well, it sounds as though indigenous hunters have been using this poison for years and years to lace the heads of arrows that they shoot whatever prey they're hunting. So we've been led to believe, yes. And the point of hunting to catch prey to eat.
Get to the point, please.
Shut the up.
I am trying.
But if they were to use these laced arrows, doesn't that mean there would be traces of poison left in the prey the hunters were going to eat?
Yes, good point.
So surely the hunters wouldn't want to eat their prey, would they? Because then they'd be eating poison. Good gracious, counsel. No, that would be madness. But I actually found the answer to that conundrum in this research paper here. Under special characteristics, page 2.
Yeah.
Just saying. It says this. The poison's... Jeez. The poison starts to work after entering the body through a wound, aka the bloodstream.
Through a wound, you said. I see, that makes sense.
I'm sorry, you the judge.
Huh? Oh,
I didn't know you were the judge.
Wait a second. See,
Gotcha!
see, none of us are...
Take that!
None of us are getting it right. Oh, God. I don't know why I just started reading the judge. I have no idea.
The mention of the particular details seemed a little strange to me, though. It still makes sense that when you interpret what's written like this, when the curare enters the body through an open wound, it has terrifying poisonous effects. However, when it enters the body via the mouth, it has no poisonous effects whatsoever. It's a very specific poison, mind you.
Yes. What?
Miss Brett, you authored the research. You authored this research. You knew the curare's special characteristics. And you knew that it could make a spectacle of drinking that water without any danger to yourself.
You meddling little...
What?
It's alive?
Scallion!
What in the hell?
It's alive! It's alive!
It's alive! What the heck? Well, Ryunosuke, it turns out her hat is actually a real swan after all.
Wild.
Yeah,
Was not
you're-
ready.
Yeah, you're an even better lawyer than I thought you'd be.
Looks like her feathers have fizzled.
Yeah. Would you sign my headband?
Really? Me? A lawyer?
Objection!
This poison talk is fascinating, I'm sure. But I fail to see how it possibly...
Shut up! So, the ill-bred puppy has a new toy to play with. Oh wow, I'm actually getting British.
Yeah.
Oh no. But I'm afraid knowledge doesn't suit you, little boy. It only makes you look silly.
Why is her mask, like, stretched sideways now?
What are you trying to say?
Angry.
I mean, yes, but why is it elongated?
Your schoolboyish logic has a fatal flaw.
Schoolboyish.
Flaw.
As even your brain has managed to deduce, curare is safe to ingest. It seems likely that its effects are neutralized by the acidic nature of the gastric succus. I don't want to say that. I don't know how it is.
Sucus? I don't know.
No,
Suckers?
Suckus, probably.
Gastric.
Suckus.
Sounds wrong.
Yeah,
it just sounds
does,
wrong.
But, you know,
Suckus.
so do a lot of science-y words.
Ah, yes. Well, of course. Gastric suckers, huh? What are they?
So, if this lethal poison is completely harmless when drunk, the professor wouldn't have died when he swallowed it, would he?
That's right.
Good gracious.
That's basic science. Science that even a schoolboy should be able to understand. No.
Order in the court. Order two number 5s. The logic holds. If the lady and the professor drank the same poison, they would be affected in the same way.
Are you trying to suggest? Yes, the curare poison is completely irrelevant to the case on trial.
That's right.
I love her smug face.
Surely even a cockroach like you could understand something as simple as that.
It was at that moment I shot her in the face.
Bang! The gun that they still hadn't taken away from me.
What is this welling up inside me?
Wow,
Oh,
our legal
I think
practices
the,
are really bad.
I think the mask is actually just blending into like the curve of her hat, making it look
maybe.
longer.
Oh, that
I
makes
still
sense.
need to check the model to see whether or not she actually has eyes under this.
I don't think she does.
I really don't think she does.
Probably doesn't.
I've never felt like this before.
What is this feeling? So sudden and new.
It's a sort of conviction to break down all discrepancies. So tense, almost rage-like.
I need to shout the word objection.
Exactly! And the more of anything else. It's an animalistic desire to take down my prey.
That's real weird, Rinosuke.
Objection!
Hey!
Hey!
Did it!
What? What was?
I don't think so, Miss Giselle Bright. That was a very weak
That was
sounding
a very
objection, just
weak
saying.
objection, but maybe it gets
But he
better.
did a great job. How dare you use that tone with me?
I love how he gets way up, and it's like, whoa.
You know very well there's no fatal flaw here. You know exactly why, even though both of you and the victim swallowed the same poison. You are alive, but Dr. Watson is dead.
Wilson.
We keep
Watson!
flip-flopping on that. We know who it is.
I'll say Herlock Sholmes, but I will not say Wilson.
Yeah. Hey, listen, Herlock Sholmes works in the context of Ace Attorney.
Counsel,
Dr. Wilson does not.
Counsel, I'm sure I don't need to remind you. You must provide compelling evidence. As we know, that this poison is completely harmless when ingested. Why would Dr. Watson alone have been killed by the curare?
His
You know what I just said?
said?
Which one was that again? This one.
Medical report card, yes.
Wrong button. Okay. Okay, I can't skip this. This was a mistake.
No, you cannot.
Okay, this was a mistake.
you done hecked up.
Yeah.
I was thinking I could skip it because I examined it already.
We're just taking a break in this really dramatic moment to just have a casual conversation about him. Just like,
So,
I
like,
will
yeah,
present
this
evidence.
medical
Okay,
report
wow.
card.
So, Kazuma, did you see this report here? Look, yes, it looks like he had a tooth out. Ah, I see. Yeah, they must have used anesthetic.
Take that!
Take that! As Miss Brett has rightly pointed out, she drank the same water as the professor. Thank you for that delightful conversation, Kazuma, by the way.
Yes, of course. Anytime, yeah.
However, yeah, really, anytime. Anytime.
Anytime. Doesn't need to be a stressful situation, immediate need to present evidence. It's fine. I'm here to chat.
However, there was a fundamental and fatal difference between the two diners. A fatal difference? The toxic effects of the curare are only felt when the poison enters the body through an open wound. So for the healthy person with no injuries, drinking it is completely harmless. Somehow. But what if there was a wound inside the mouth of the person drinking in the poison water?
Inside?
Yes, like the wound you might have if you have just been to the dentist and had a tooth extracted, for example. Just saying.
Ah!
Ah! Miss Brent, you've acknowledged many times in your testimony already that you were well aware of Dr. Watson's dental appointment that day.
So that's it. You used that knowledge to orchestrate this.
Da 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 da.
Is she laughing?
I don't like to repeat myself, but honestly, I can't resist. These childish courtroom games and your half-baked arguments are all so puerile.
What do you mean?
Don't worry, little schoolboy, you'll find out soon enough.
She's murdering him.
Oh, no.
You see, when you leave vital evidence lying around, you never know what might happen to it.
No.
I mean, it could just slip. Oh dear, how careless of me.
Ow, my foot. There's a wound.
Yeah. Yeah, she says this how that would be some car. She just dies.
I'm afraid some crucial evidence may have just been tragically destroyed.
Yeah, you're under arrest?
Yeah.
No. No!
What is it? What just happened? It's the English woman. She just smashed that bottle.
And the
And
Supreme
in
Court...
the super crazy car. What a terrible blunder.
Officer, what are you waiting for? Collect as much water from the broken bottle as possible at once.
You're wasting your time. This delightful carpet under my feet here was a gift from the British Empire.
Really?
I assure you, it will soak up the water beautifully. You have neither the technology nor the presence of mind to recover it. What?
Okay, we'll just rip out your tooth and have you lick the goddamn carpet.
Yeah.
How could you? You won't get away with this.
You can't thump the. You can thump the. You can thump the bench and shout as much as you like, little boy. But I'm afraid we'll never know now, will we? If there really was poison in the bottle, or not.
You bitch.
And let us not forget. We still have some very compelling evidence left intact. Isn't that right, counsel for the prosecution?
You're under arrest.
You're
Somebody arrest this woman.
Yeah, wait, come on.
Please.
We can't. Of course, of course. You're referring to this photographic print, I presume, dear lady. No, that actually wasn't the evidence I was talking about, you dunce.
That's right, and really looking at this photograph, it's as clear as day, isn't it? Sorry,
Yeah,
my
it-
cat is sniffing my face as I'm just reading.
He detects some
honey.
curare poison.
Ow!
Oh,
Zelda!
careful. Now you have an open wound. Don't drink any sparkling water.
Ah, the poor professor was sitting with his back to me.
Oh. Controller. Okay. I thought I would use that cat intermission to check my messages real quick.
No. No, only I can stop and do things. So of course the only person who could have shot him from the front is the little schoolboy.
Objection!
Oh,
No,
dang.
you killed the victim that day, using curare. And then, in order to frame Ryunosuke Naruhodo for the crime, you waited until he picked up the pistol you'd arranged for him to find on the floor, like an idiot, before you shot the professor's dead body in the chest with your own hidden gun, which we have also yet to find. Then, in the confusion that followed, all you had to do was turn the dead professor and his chair around. You see, you had every opportunity to commit this crime.
What a wonderful imagination you have, young man. A hidden gun, you say? And I shot the professor's dead body, did I? Well, I'm terribly sorry, but you don't have a shred of evidence.
Exactly. And as you both have nothing to support your wild claims, the prosecution's stance remains unchanged. The victim, Dr. John H. Watson, was killed by a gunshot to the chest.
I don't know why it's so funny every time you guys decide you're not gonna say Wilson.
And we're so inconsistent about it as well. Also,
What? Will Watts. Watts Wilson.
delivered in cold blood by the accused, Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
Ugh. This is unbelievable. How can this be happening? We had her, but now... Is she really gonna get away with it? I'm like trying to be so dramatic, and I'm just like, no, it just doesn't come off so
Yeah.
The way she destroyed the evidence was obscene.
Ryunosuke,
Yes?
we're f***ed. I mean, we... Sorry. I'm sorry. They did something similar in the Ace Attorney anime, by the way. It was, I think it was, if you watch the outtakes of the English dub, there's a line where...
Oh, yeah.
Pearl Faye's voice actor, she just turns to Phoenix and she just goes, "I'm totally f***ed." And then he just responds, and then his natural line in response is, "Yeah, I know." Oh, it's really great. Anyway, we've come this far. Now you're the only one who can finish it.
What? What do you mean?
We've lost a vital piece of evidence. It's true. So, if there are any clues left for us to use now, they must be in your head.
Please don't say that as you brandish your sword.
What do you mean? And also, please put that down.
You're right.
In my head?
In your head. I know it must be done. You told me before that your powers of observation were the one thing you could really depend on.
Yeah, well, that's true, but I also just have basic observation skills, so I was kind of exaggerating when I said that.
Yeah.
But I didn't manage to notice that this woman was a foreigner with a swan on her head.
So
wow, wait, he was referring to our joke from the last episode.
Nice. Listen, we think like the writers do. So think back again now. Try to remember every last detail about the scene that day. Everything you saw, everything you felt, every color, every smell.
Smell.
That steak was really good.
Wow,
What I
that
saw,
so good.
what I felt. Every color.
What?
Is Kazuma right? Oh, it's the blood stain from the hidden gun, from the actual shot wound.
Is it, or is it just like blood off of the steak?
I don't think steak
No way.
blood can
I mean,
fly that
probably
It's not
far.
that red.
Probably not, but like,
Steak blood is not that red.
yeah, true.
It does make the dish look appetizing though. Somewhere in the vibrant memory of the
Blood
same scene
from
in
a
my head.
gunshot wound.
Could there be another clue to expose the identity of Dr. Watson's killer?
There's nothing.
Nah.
we're,
Nah.
we're boned.
We're boned. Actually, Kazuma, I just remembered. I have a memory in color.
Whoa.
I think I might have something.
That's
Let me
false.
check that
People
real
didn't
quick.
think in color until color TV was invented.
Interesting. Okay, so this is really a Deus Ex Machina clue. I think I might have something.
I mean, listen, that's not like entirely out of the ordinary for Ace Attorney.
Thinking back over everything I saw, I might have uncovered another clue.
Haha. You always have something up your sleeve, don't you, Ryunosuke? Yeah. Come on then. Let's wipe that smug smile off the English woman's face with some evidence.
Yeah, wait, how have we not submitted the plate itself as evidence yet?
I'm kind of surprised, actually.
Alright, I can't wait. It's been niggling at me for a while that something feels amiss in my memories of that day. Whatever it is, it could be the key to arriving to the truth about all of this. It's here somewhere that the clue that shows who Dr. Watson's real killer must have been is... Are you serious?
Oh,
It's the fork!
it's the wine glass.
Hiya!
Ah!
It's
It's his dead body.
It's the gunshot.
Yeah,
wound.
look, there's a bullet hole here.
Oh, whoa!
Oh,
That's new.
that's a nice little touch there. That just
Does
to
that
make-
ever come into play?
I
I
have
mean,
no
I think it's
idea.
mainly just so it doesn't get in your way, so that you can explore the entire scope of the picture without the text box blocking you.
Take that!
Take that!
Yeah.
Inspector Hosanaka, answer me this. Oh, yeah? What is it? Oh, he's still miles away. Had a little too much weed. Probably thinking about
I'm a
that bottle
million
being smashed.
miles away.
As you said a number of times now, you strive for perfection in your investigations, don't you? Absolutely. I wonder, therefore, if perhaps you took anything else from the scene of the crime. Like, for instance, the plate of steak that you took from the victim's table that day?
Objection!
Well, wait a minute. Where are you going?
Where are you going with this, little boy?
Hey, that's
a
my
nice running
line.
gag. I'm pretty sure they do that in every game.
Oh, do they really?
I think so.
Okay.
Which is a memory that's been troubling me.
What memory?
And I saw the scene shown in the photographic print with my own eyes that day. And I saw on the wooden base of the plate that the steak was served on. There was spattering of blood.
What?
Dot 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 dot. Oh really? And what of it? Obviously that must have happened when you shot the professor.
No, that can't be the case. Because I never shot him.
Take that!
Take a good look at this photograph, and please tell me if it makes you laugh or not. In the relative position of everything there. The plate of steak is almost directly behind the victim. If I'm supposed to have shot Dr. Watson in the chest from the front, there's no way the blood from the victim could have ended up directly behind him.
I mean, unless the bullet, like, went all the way through it. But anyway, it didn't.
I don't think it did.
Yeah, it didn't.
There'd be some
yes.
blood on that chair, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, for blood to have made it onto the plate, it implies the plate was between the victim and the shooter. Which means that Ryunosuke, you were sitting at the table with Dr. Watson.
No!
Yeah. Which means
You're
the
caught,
Not you
man.
too!
You're guilty, Your Honor. Guilty. Which means the shooter must have been sitting opposite the professor as you were. Jezzail Brett.
I beg your pardon.
Objection!
This is beyond ridiculous. Fabricated nonsense. Is the court seriously expected to believe something the accused has apparently just remembered seeing? Which, like, that's a
Have you
valid...
played an Ace Attorney game?
Yeah, it's still a valid point. Shut up.
Hold it! This could be the moment that my entire career in the police force has been leading to.
Oh.
Yeah, that's exactly what you say out loud. The inspector. Inspector, you mean? Yes, I took the plate. In the interest of preserving evidence from the scene of the crime. You know, like a policeman. I took it. Meat and all. Whoa. Okay, I was not expecting that. And
You
I
ate
don't
the
care if
bones, too.
And I don't care if they call me a crime scene thief because of it.
You did what?
I took the steak that you've been eating, Miss Brett. I took the steak and ate it myself, and that the sergeant had been eating.
I was very hungry that day.
I did it all in the name of justice.
I love him.
Yeah, damn.
Then we can find out for sure whether or not there's a bloodstain on Miss Brett's plate. We must examine it now. Inspector, the court wishes you to examine this plate from the victim's table immediately. Yes, sir.
And get the witness and get the woman out of here so she can't destroy any more evidence.
So we can drop it on the floor again.
Yeah.
Sorry for the delay. Here's what you ordered: the steak. That'd be
Medium well.
17 yen. That'd be 17,000 yen. What about the blood? Is there blood on it?
Well, let's pan the camera. Of course there isn't.
Quickly, Inspector, the blood man! Show the court! Of course, examine the plate at your leisure.
Uh-oh. Wait, that's a lot more eaten wait, hang on a sec. The picture...
Are you kidding
The
me?
steak in the picture was not as... Can we bring up the court record real quick? Let's see that first shot. The first...
Oh.
Oh, no, it was. I could have
Yeah,
sworn
2
that it was
bites.
less eaten than that in the shot with where we were looking at the blood.
Wait a minute. Wait, those are whole-ass mouth bites.
Yeah.
They sure are.
Did they not use a fork and knife?
Sale eating it with a... What the heck? She's eating... What? How is...
Wow.
Refined English woman is really going ham. Holy cow.
Definitely makes you think.
Wow. Nom nom nom.
Hold it.
Yeah, wait a minute. I find that hard. Yeah. Wait. Hang on. Then maybe it's not.
Not the steak?
Go into the history, text history. Scroll up.
Okay.
No, yes, check our badge. That's important. Okay, scroll up, scroll up, scroll up. As far as you can go.
I don't want to go that far.
No, keep going, keep going, keep going. Yes, the steak the sergeant had been eating. There were multiple steaks. Could they have gotten mixed up?
Maybe.
Like, because, I mean, he took them home. Does he really remember whose steak was whose?
Interesting. No blood anywhere.
Because, like, again, like, cause, like, I actually, like, as hilarious as it would be if Giselle was eating impossible, as hilarious as it would be if she was, like, just chomping away at it with her whole mouth, could that be what we're trying to imply here? That she wouldn't have eaten a steak in that manner? So this isn't her steak. That it's got mixed up with the sergeant, who probably would have been just chomping away at it.
Oh, wait, yeah, wait.
Yeah, see, look at this shot. It's not
hold
nearly
on
as
a
eaten.
second. Okay.
Okay, no, this shot doesn't show it. Okay. Oh, see, it's hard to tell now.
I'm looking at the bottom.
Yeah, like, it's...
Ooh.
That's tough. They probably did it just on purpose so that you actually can't see.
It's as tough as a well-done steak.
Ooh, but this steak was only medium. Objection, Your Honor.
What an unbecoming expression, little boy.
Whoa.
Caca.
Caca.
You see, this is why I always say you can't trust what the Japanese tell you.
Wow.
Ew.
Casual
Wow.
racism.
You.
Yeah. I couldn't agree more. You can't trust what these Japanese people say.
Oh my lord.
In the case of this disgrace to the Empire.
I believe we may have finally reached a conclusion in this trial.
Let's hope so. This let's pretend attempt at courtroom proceedings is painful to watch. But I do promise to do my best to forget all about it when it's over.
Head is itchy. Ha! This sorry-looking steak reveals the facts all too clearly. And yes, I did just diss the quality of the steak. Ha! So there. If the sorry-looking accused wishes to examine it again, be my guest. Here you go.
Was the plate I saw or thought I saw just a figment of my imagination?
Well, John, is this the real life?
Damn.
Or is it just fantasy?
Oh, come on. That wasn't even queued
Caught
up.
in a lie.
Listen, I'm gonna make it anyway.
Alright. It's emblem on the side of the plate. Is it a cat?
My dude. Okay, you know what? Like, is this a trick question or? It's a cow, obviously.
You moron.
Absolute moron. Most likely because the restaurant's signature dish is beef steak. It seems a
How
lot
are
of
beef and cow connected, though?
yeah. Don't even. But I swear to God, it seems a lot of different restaurants have their own unique tableware.
So it's the symbol of La Carnival, is it?
Can we look at the bites on the steak?
Carnival.
That's exactly what I'm doing. No clues here.
What?
Okay, that's not what I was expecting
Yeah.
to examine. Huh?
Ryunosuke wasn't expecting it either.
What in the world is this?
I think
It's oh!
Oh, that the antique collector was looking for. Wait, so
Ah.
did Watson steal his? No. The sergeant was talking about being broke as hell, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was
Oh,
saying,
no
this
way.
is the sergeant's steak. He stole the guy's coin.
Ah.
It's gotta be.
No, I don't mean. What is it? I mean, what's it doing there? Would you say it was a Hoi Koban?
Yes, and apart from the meat juices, it looks to be in good condition. I imagine it's very valuable.
I wonder how much it'll spike up in value if it has the scent of beef. This is the first time today there's been talk of a Hoi Koban.
I've heard of pearls before swine, but I've never heard of bullion in bullion. Oh! Zing! See what I
meat
did there,
jokes.
Inosuke. Ha
And I don't think you ever will again.
That's good. This joke only works once.
It's extraordinary now. This means... I don't want to
All right.
Oh, okay. Hello, Joy-Con drift. Hello.
Uh-oh. Press down on the surface, like of the Joy-Con body. That's how you fix it.
Gotcha.
Certainly never expected to find a precious coin underneath this thick cut of meat. And it's from the Hoi era, too. That would make it really quite valuable.
It's well marinated in juices as well. Look.
Yep.
We should brine it for 2 more days, see what happens.
What, are you thinking of eating it?
I mean,
Maybe.
no. The next time I order steak in an expensive restaurant, one thing's for sure. My heart's gonna be racing as I lift up the meat and peer underneath for a prize.
For a prize. I think you might have the wrong end of the stick about this, Ryunosuke.
Koban coin beneath the steak. There's only one logical explanation.
All right.
Prize. It's the prize at the restaurant.
Yes.
This is it now. I've lost.
Ryunosuke. It's not over yet. Not until the final gavel. Which is coming in about
3,
5,
2,
4.
1.
Right then and there. Bap.
Same
idea.
wing. We are on the same wavelength, my
Yeah,
friend.
see, this is why I love. This is why I have so much fun. It's like, yeah, you just get it.
Hmm? Never stop.
Don't stop. I mean,
Believe.
Okay, you have forfeited reading that line. Believe in myself. Really?
I believe that I'm totally screwed.
Okay, are we done this?
We've already.
Maybe I should examine it. Oh, wait.
As the evidence requested by the defense has not been shown problematic in any way, I presume any further examination of the evidence in this trial will be unnecessary. Does the defense have any objection? 3, 2, 1.
Objection.
Oh, come on! That blood stain... I'm looking at the wrong monitor. Alright, the blood stain, it was going to clinch before the trial before me. Yeah. Can this play of steak reveal any other clues at all?
Yes.
Alright,
This
down.
cat.
Thank you.
Look
I
at
mean,
this cat.
cow.
It took me a minute. Your Excellency, please wait. The plate of beef is hiding under another clue. Another clue that will reveal the shocking truth.
Objection!
The only thing that's shocking here is your unhealthy fascination with beefsteak.
Your Excellency, I think I've made myself clear, haven't I? I will not be able to turn a blind eye to any more unnecessary procrastination in this trial.
I'm sorry, Miss Brett, but we must ensure a thorough examination of the evidence. I will not give a ruling until I'm completely satisfied that all the reasonable doubt has been dispelled.
I see. As a newly affirmed ally of my country, that's still your position, is it?
Thank you, Your Excellency. Counsel for the defense, you will now clearly show the court what you are alluding. Precisely in this plate of beefsteak is the new clue to be found.
We can't see it. steak.
I can only present? Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
it's gotta be the steak.
Got it!
What?
If anyone do
Did
what?
you not aim at the...
Oh, no, I did.
Are you sure? Like, aim directly at the middle of the steak.
I did.
I think no, you were like on the bite.
But yeah, but that's what I clicked on last time to lift it up.
I don't know. Like, let's get a little closer. Maybe it thought you were aiming at like let's.
How obtuse is this shit?
Just aim directly at the middle of the steak, like.
There we go.
There we go.
All right. So the real problem here is
Why not move the cursor?
cat. Is the cat.
The cat.
Right here.
The cat!
Damn it.
Got it!
Good gracious, that's a delicious looking coin.
Mm.
It looks bloody, and I don't like that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Koban?
What on earth?
Ahoy era one at that. Ms. Brett, you take high value in your meats, don't you? this, this is in fact the beefsteak that you ordered on the restaurant day in question, is it? Tell me. Is there no coins seemingly hidden underneath the meat?
Shut up! What a ridiculous question. How should I know? I've never seen that thing before in my life. I don't know what it is, but I want no part of it.
Objection!
I fail to see how this is relevant. A coin under the meat? That could have simply been a careless mistake by the chef in a moment of distraction.
Objection!
Don't be absurd. We're supposed to believe that this happened by accident in the kitchen. A rare Hoy era Koban just happens to be hidden underneath that piece of steak. If this turns out to be irrelevant to the case, I'll rip up my ticket to Great Britain right now.
He's right, it can't be a coincidence. Your Excellency? Yes, Counsel? A rare Horde Koban coin just happens to be hidden underneath this piece of steak? If this turns out to be irrelevant to the case, I'll give up my lawyer job right now that I don't have.
But you don't...
Objection!
Yeah. By all means, don't let us stop you. No one invited you anyway.
Except the police. This is my trial.
Touche.
Shut up!
Perhaps, little boy, you should realize that it is you who is irrelevant.
Even though I'm the one on trial here. Point is, it is essential that we ask the owner of this coin if he can explain what it's doing under the steak. The owner? Yes, it's obvious. There's only one person it can belong to. My mother. The owner of the koban that was found underneath the beefsteak is...
Me. Wait, no.
Take that!
Obviously, it can only be the antiques dealer, the owner of the Resute, Kuryo Kurakutasan. Kurakutasan.
Curie, as in Mr. Cucumber something? Honestly,
Mr.
he's ridiculous.
Cucumber something? Also, I just realized, is Rasute, is that meant to be like rusty? Rasute.
Yeah, that sounds a bit like it. Honestly, these ridiculous Japanese names are quite unfathomable.
Ah, yes, the old man who testified earlier alongside the military sergeant, correct? Yes, Your Excellency. I remember him saying that he was up to something with this koban coin when it happened. That's you.
Oh, sorry. Yes, of course. I was distracted. At exactly the moment the gun was fired.
This was you.
It was. Oh, yes. The gunshot interested me not. I can't see the rest of that line. I was too busy on the floor.
I just realized this is a flashback.
Yeah. I was hunting for treasure, don't you know?
In this Hoya era Koban, do you mean to tell me?
Objection!
No, no, no. Please, why would Correctasan's Koban be sandwiched between the victim's beefsteak and its plate? It makes no sense.
Yes!
Yes, it makes no sense. Which is why I bring Correctasan back to the witness stand so we can ask him. Oh, thank God, both witnesses. I was just like, are we gonna ask him? And then he'd be like, I don't know. Maybe the sergeant will knows. And then we have to wait another 10 minutes to get
Your
the
Honor,
sergeant.
bring the...
Bring them both
Without a
individually.
moment's delay. Can't believe we come back around to that pair again. But I have a hunch, a strong hunch, that if we chase down the real significance of this Koban, we'll find that it's a key element to this case.
I love that baby.
Yeah.
Did the witness stand just grow?
No, it's actually quite large.
What's this all about? Why have you been called up again? Did you realize it's dinner time for the little baby Ido?
I don't know, sir.
My son's belly is empty. He is fiercer than a pack of wolves.
Exploited by the police we were, like miserable dogs, forced to... Holy shit, I have a knife. Like miserable dogs, forced to bear false witness. I'm sorry, I was just not expecting that. And when cast from the courtroom, myself, I became a ruined man in a trice. A worthless withered antique.
Wizard.
Wizard antique. Nothing more have I to say. The sun has set on this Rasute shop owner's existence.
Excuse me. Be that as it may, Correctasan, something has come up to light that requires your clarification. As far as the Razute members, so
Oh,
okay.
your rusty memory. Wow! Oh my god!
The baby!
What? Do you see the knife in his shoe? Oh my god.
Baby!
Oh, that's a shoe.
I hope those are steel-toed boots. What?
I mean, obviously not.
Oh. The baby's just
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I'm sorry, that was alright. Yes, that's yeah. Ah! Oh my god. Yeah, that yeah. That's it. The one, the very one, the very exact one it is.
Ow.
Yeah, ow. The resplendent, splendiferous treasure that my rusty bones managed to misplace that fateful day. It can't be.
As I thought.
Young man. Enlighten this decrepit old fool. Put me out of my misery. Wait, no, not like that. Put your sword away. Where was my treasure? Where was it? Where was it dropped?
If it was dropped anywhere.
We found your coin sandwiched between a beefsteak and its plate, soaking in the...
Wow, we're all just tired.
Sandwiched, soaking. Seriously? Clearly, it couldn't have fallen there by accident. Which means somebody must have hidden it there on purpose. Somebody concealed my Hoei treasure between a slab of meat and a metal plate. Who would do such a thing? Such an unconscionable thing!
The person right next to you. Excuse me? Could I say something? course. Proceed, Inspector Hasanaga. I mentioned this earlier on the trial, but I was working undercover in a restaurant in order to investigate another case.
Ah, yes, that's right. The secret undercover operation.
The Carnival is a high-class Western cuisine restaurant. It attracts wealthy diners, including many foreigners. Recently, there's been a run of similarly executed thefts targeting the restaurant's rich clientele. A number of such incidents have been reported by the police bureau to the police bureau. Wicked crimes indeed. He wanted to nip the case in the bud, quickly, especially with so many foreigners being affected. So that's why you were sent in undercover, is it? Yes, I took the job of waiter at a restaurant in order to flesh out the criminal. It seems likely that this Koban incident is the work of the same thief.
So unbeknownst to us, there was a master thief at work in the restaurant on a regular basis. Was his name Mask to Mask? The place was already the scene of several crimes, it seems.
I don't know about the master thief part, but the identity of the person who stole and hid the correct Sans Koban is all too clear.
What? What?
Think the court would like to hear the defense's view on this matter? Tell us, who is this despicable scoundrel?
Probably the sergeant.
Take that!
Take that!
Yeah.
Obviously, it could only be you. Sergeant Ayasanosa. What? How dare you? How dare you accuse a thief of being a thief?
Wah, I oughta.
Monster, huh? I stole that Koban, did I? I'm the master thief of Le Carnival, am I? You're seriously accusing me of these crimes, cadet? But me wasn't.
He's like, what?
Father, why?
I'm just now. I'm just picturing Ryunosuke buying this.
You're
Then just picking up the baby and being like, "Now
Why
listen
did
here,
you
you
do it?"
son of a."
Yeah, Your Honor, I request that we have the baby testify.
You would have placed the crimes on your own son, an innocent little baby? And who's the monster now, Sergeant Nosa?
Yeah.
Well, you see here. Clippity, cloppity, clippity, cloppity, clippity, cloppity, cloppity. Did he just break his neck? Okay.
I'm a Wario.
Nippon Imperial Army Sergeant Ayasen Nosa preparing to stand down to the Supreme Court, sir. That was easy.
Oh, there he's just smiling. No. Idol's the best part
No,
of this
out of
entire
sight.
game.
Do any of you know the extraordinarily low wages that the Nippon Imperial Army pays to those it expects to keep our country safe? I understand that temporary increase in taxation owing to the recently ended conflicts remains in place. But I have heard it's hard for lower-ranking soldiers to make a living, yes. All I want is to put a hot meal on the table for my son. That's why you were stealing things at the restaurant. place is heaving with money. Every 3 days I go in there and to do reconnaissance for a target. I enjoy chomping my way through a good steak at the same time. Wait, so you're struggling with money, so your solution is to hang out at a highly restaurant and eat their highly expensive steak every day?
I mean, it burns through some of the funds, but probably not most. Like, compared to the value of, like, a Hoei era Koban.
Yeah, I know, but still, I'm just saying, there's probably a better way to do this.
Yeah.
It sounds like he doesn't bother with the knife and fork even, which is worrying, believable.
And your target that day was the old man and his Koban.
Yes, sir. It was an easy mark. I slipped the coin in my pocket without any trouble. He only has one eye, you see?
A veritable phantom thief you are.
I mean, I'm right here. It was all set to leave the steak as I was halfway through devouring when it happened. Right! Yes, when the professor was shot. I knew that if the police conducted a search and found my coin in my pocket, I'd be finished. I'd know too. So I hid the incriminating evidence as fast as I could, on the double. I slipped it under the steak, hoping I'd be able to rendezvous with it again at a later date.
Lots of ellipses.
This is ridiculous. That's you.
Perhaps you could carry on with this absurd prattling in your own time.
Well, Miss Brett?
Oh, of course, dear lady, of course. How rude of us.
We forgot you were there.
I'm quite sure. Hey, shut up, you. Wait, were you referring to Payne or to Miss Brett?
To Giselle.
Oh, I thought she was saying that they forgot I was here, and I'm like, what the hell? I'm quite sure there's no need to detain you any longer at all. Ow! Ow! It actually, like, went thud. May the esteemed gentlewoman please be excused, Your Excellency?
Yeah, objection. We just proved this wasn't the plate.
Excuse me, no.
Objection. Objection.
Hey.
The theft of the Koban was clearly perpetrated by this baby-saddled sergeant. It certainly appeared to be unrelated to Dr. Watson's murder.
Of course it is. Hiding a coin under a lump of meat? The sheer nonsense of such an idea astounds me.
Nonsense, is it? No.
And as for picking up your steak and biting into it without it using a knife and fork? It's beyond nonsense. It's pure madness.
Very well, not all the questions concerned. It's not the steak that was at the table! Concerning this witness testimony have been answered.
Objection!
Yeah.
Objection!
Objection!
It's no further justification of detaining her. Miss
Sir!
Brett, you are free to leave. Thank you, Your Excellency. Oh.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Good luck, everyone. And good day.
Oh?
Ryunosuke, what's the matter with you? This is no time for daydreaming.
Wow, that bird is far away.
It's in the courtroom. It can't be that far away.
Oh, no, it's just... Something about Miss Britt's parting words there got me thinking. Can't quite work out exactly, but something she said jarred with me. I feel like there's a contradiction there. Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Something that didn't quite add up. That case. Wait, what? You read my
If
thoughts?
that's the case, don't just stand there thinking. Make your voice heard.
Sorry?
You can think later, but if you don't call out now, it'll be too late. The trial will be over.
Hold it!
Yeah!
Wait, Miss Brett.
What is it now?
I'm afraid just one last time. There's something I'd like to ask you. I'd like you to explain the contradiction in your parting words from just a few moments ago.
What are you talking about? What contradiction?
Objection!
What new student nonsense is this?
No, what parting words are you talking about, Reynoski?
That's my line.
I'm a doofus.
That's okay, I read the judge's voice earlier.
Flashback, flashback, we don't need this.
It's the final countdown.
Yeah, here's
Yes,
a flashback
right.
for those of you watching at home.
What should there be exposed to an undeniable contradiction? Gonna see the evidence now, counsel. What's the evidence? Wait, what do I present?
Can we get the steak? The steak itself. I think it was added to the evidence.
It was.
Yes.
Take that!
Okay, cool. Steak that Miss Bread has been eating before the professor was killed, yes? Go on. Or accurately, Your Excellency. The steak that was on the victim's table just before the professor was killed. Ayo.
Now you're just splitting hairs.
Not true. Doesn't something about the steak strike you as very unnatural?
Unnatural? What on earth do you mean?
It's extremely obvious. Talking about the shape at the edge where it was eaten.
Yeah, I was right.
I see you've noticed it too, Miss Brett. Noticed what exactly, Counsel? Just a few months ago, Miss Brett claimed no English woman could even contemplate picking up a steak and biting into it without using a knife and fork.
Of course she did. She's a refined English gentlewoman herself.
Take a look at this steak, in particular at the edge where it's been eaten. That's a hell of a knife cut right there.
Look at this steak. Every time I do it, makes me ache. Sorry.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt this. We are now playing Super Meat Boy instead. I quit with this game.
We're done.
All right, Jonas, never hanging out with me again.
As you can see, there are clearly defined barbaric teeth marks there.
Ah!
Da, 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 da. Ah!
Looks like Miss Brett has realized something. She done messed up.
So the witness, as she claims, wouldn't contemplate eating anyway without using a knife and fork. There shouldn't be teeth marks on this steak at all.
Objection!
Wait, what is your actual point? Perhaps the delightful Miss Brett was ravenously hungry. It couldn't.
Da, 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 da.
Oh, whatever you say, dear lady.
She didn't say anything.
As I said, I really must be leaving now. Afternoon tea with the Minister of Justice cannot possibly wait any longer.
Of course. This will all be over in the blink of an eye.
Maybe you can have tea with him in jail.
Dun dun dun. Rest assured, I'm about to put this rookie in his place. Just leave everything.
Shut up! I've heard enough, you irritating little spectacled samurai relic.
Of course, dear lady. What's the matter, Miss Brett? Have we ruffled your feathers? See what I
Clearly, the
did
witness
there.
knows what this means. She's realized the catastrophic implications that these teeth marks in the steak have for her.
Inosuke, do you know where you're going with this?
No.
I never do.
Yes, now, at last, it's all coming together. The mysterious teeth marks in the steak that had allegedly been eaten with cutlery. The reason why the bloodstain I know I saw somehow seems to have disappeared. And most importantly, the evidence proves once and for all who shot Dr. Watson that day. I accept that these teeth marks in the steak are a little unnatural, as you put it, Counsel. But what exactly are you suggesting that tells us? Everything, Your Excellency.
Everything?
Yes, I believe this barbaric teeth marks in the steak here amount to conclusive evidence in this case. Evidence that will prove beyond any doubt who shot Dr. Watson.
Shut up! Conclusive evidence? How? How many times have I heard that today? You wouldn't know the meaning of the phrase, typical Japanese empty threats.
How can you be so sure?
Oh, it's quite simple. If you really had such conclusive evidence, you would have presented it to the court long ago.
Actually, the evidence I'm talking about has been brought here before the court.
Hasn't been... What?
Just because it hasn't been shown yet doesn't mean the evidence does not exist.
Objection!
This is absurd. The trial has run several hours already. We're at episode 3, for God's sake. And you say there's evidence yet to be brought forward? There can't be. I don't believe you have it.
Objection! I don't, but there is someone here who does have it. Someone in this very courtroom. And if this person is willing to submit the piece of evidence I'm referring to, will solve every remaining mystery about this case. Very well, I have a feeling this will be my last request of the defense of this trial. Who possesses the conclusive evidence?
Yeah, Detective Van.
Take that! The answer is obvious. Inspector Hosonaga. What? I have it? Yes. You think I've been withholding conclusive evidence? Not voluntarily.
Please stop dying.
It's ridiculous. No, I'm not saying that. Everyone's attention has been focused on this steak with the teeth marks. Yes. Now, earlier this afternoon, Sergeant Nosa told the court the following. I'd enjoyed chopping my way through a good steak. As well as admitting to stealing Kureta-san's coin, he told us he slipped it under the steak. You watch a cadet on the superior officer. Sergeant Nosa, could you please confirm something for me? Was the steak that you put the coin under, in fact, your own steak? Affirmative, of course. I might be a soldier in the Imperial Nippon Army, but still. I'm not brave enough to ask a foreign gentle lady if she mind me manhandling her meal to hide something in it. It's a cute baby. In other words, the steak that the detective submitted evidence earlier was in fact Sergeant Nosa's meal.
Objection!
It makes perfect sense. Objection! Yet the gentlewoman doesn't take bites out of her own steak, nor did she have the opportunity to steal the coin.
Of course I didn't steal it. To even suggest that such a thing would be an affront to the entire British Empire.
Well, then how do you explain this paradox?
You did switch the plates?
Well, after it happened, Bang! Now, when I saw the civilian had been murdered right in front of my eyes like that, I panicked. As I said immediately, I lifted my stake and hid the coin underneath it. But when the waiter announced he was an undercover policeman, I thought I'd had it. If he decided to investigate my slab of meat, that'd be it. I'd be getting my marching orders. So when the cadet here was arrested and taken off to the kitchen, I seized my chance.
And apparently no one else saw.
With military precision and timing, I switched my stake with the one at the foreign lady's table.
What? You can't have. I never saw you do such a thing.
It was called Operation Lightning Bolt. Yeah, okay. There was no time for strategic planning. It was do or die, I tell you. So yes, I did what had to be done.
Believable!
However, fear not, Prosecutor-san.
What now?
I swear on the brass buttons of my uniform, that is all I did, sir.
All you did? That's plenty, Sergeant!
Yes!
Yes, it is!
So, Sergeant knows to switch plates. Means he took Miss Brett's steak and the plate was on it, back to his own table. Yes, that follows. Inspector Hosonaga? Yes. Earlier in his trial, you told this court this. You said you not only taken Miss Brett's steak after the incident, but also the sergeant's.
Ah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
To preserve evidence that you'd taken both.
Ah! Whoa!
That's correct. He is presented to the court now. The plate that was actually on the victim's table, precisely the moment he was shot. There's the pursuit theme! Oh yeah, let's go!
What could that possibly tell us now? I mean, a cold slab of tough meat? It can't have the slightest bearing on this case.
Do you not remember
Objection!
why I brought it up in the first place? Objection! No, you're not wriggling your way out of it this time, lady.
I beg your pardon.
Surely you're not that forgetful. Surely you remember the reason— yes, the reason why this steak pan promises to prove such a problem for you, no?
You're the one who decided it was a problem, not me.
The reason the defense asked to see that plate was to confirm something the defendant remembers seeing.
Thinks he remembers.
I'm quite sure what I saw, Miss Brett. Or should I say, Miss Brat?
Ooh!
Dang, got her.
Got her.
On the
Wow.
on the side of the plate, that was on this table directly behind Dr. Watson. There was a clear spattering of blood on the gunshot wound of the victim's chest.
I believe the defendant's memory serves him well. And now we have the evidence to prove it. The plate you were eating from, Miss Brett.
Let's not prolong any further, Inspector. You will show this evidence to the court. Present the beefsteak and the plate that was originally on. And if it's not, I swear to God, I will kill you myself.
Oh,
This
dear.
gavel is heavy.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
I
sir.
love him so much.
Little glasses shine, too. That was great.
Sorry for keeping you through a crossfade, but here it is. Oh, no blood.
Damn. Game over.
What's that?
It's blood.
The blood stain.
I knew it. It was cut with the knife.
Uh-huh.
Yes!
Now this makes everything clear. The blood you could see on the side of the plate shows the moment the victim was shot. He was facing the table with his back to me. In other words. I got carried away.
That's okay.
In other
It's
words,
impossible.
Please be true.
It's impossible for Naruhodo-san to have shot the victim.
Ah!
It can't be.
In fact, there's only one person here who could possibly have shot Dr. Watson from the front. This.
Yeah.
I'm sure everyone knows who that person is. That's right, Miss Giselle Brett. It's you.
Outdone by a Japanese me? By a Japanese schoolboy? No, no, no.
Whoa, ah!
Wow, the goose is just skipping the egg phase.
Yeah. Oh. There was an ugly duckling in there. What? She's getting away. Stop her. Oh, and Pei gets the ugly one.
It's not ugly. It's just a little different.
Oh, that was a great one.
My little outburst. I briefly lost my composure.
Briefly.
Yeah, no kidding.
I just love it. Just she's getting away.
Must be unbecoming behavior of an English gentlewoman. Forgive me.
Miss Brett? I think it's time you told the court what actually happened that day. The truth this time.
Gladly, Your Excellency. It was I who took the professor's life using curare. As you surmised, I chose that particular day for one very important reason. The professor had a dental appointment for the extraction of one of his teeth in the morning.
So you plan to kill the professor, knowing that no trace of poison would be found in his water. Because curare is unheard of here in Japan.
Yes, of course. I never intended to remain at the restaurant for as long as I did. I only needed the professor to take one tiny sip of his water and it would all be over. I would place the steak I had ordered in front of him to make it appear as though he had been dining alone, and leave immediately. However, before any of that happened, there was an unexpected visitor at the professor's table.
It would be me, I suppose.
Yes, you. Who else?
The real killer.
Ah!
There was a third person. Such a trifling matter. But the fact that you decided to come over to greet the professor meant that I had lost my chance to slip away unnoticed.
You know, a woman with a giant goose on her head slipping
Yeah.
away unnoticed.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, listen, Ryunosuke and his powers of observation didn't notice her.
In due course, the professor took a sip of his water and was paralyzed. I made sure he was sitting in his chair such that he wouldn't fall. There was no going back at that point, so I concocted a plan on the spur of the moment.
Plan to pin Dr. Watson's murder on this innocent man. ...
I happened to know that the professor always carried a gun. I decided to use that fact to my advantage. I had the bottle of curare in my handbag, and my own pistol concealed under my skirt. There's nowhere I could have hid this gun.
Clearly.
So I was right, there were 2 guns.
Yes.
And I finished my coffee and got up to leave. That's when I noticed the professor's gun, which had presumably been placed on the floor. A place where you were sure you wouldn't notice.
And everything went according to plan. You noticed the gun, as I'd intended. And then, just as you bent down to pick it up,
She just shouted bang really loudly.
That's when you shot the professor with your own gun. Even at that point, he was already dead.
naturally, the gunshot caused a commotion, at which point the waiter appeared.
Obviously, I assumed Naruto-san was the culprit and apprehended him. I took him to the pantry that adjoins the kitchen and locked him inside.
Where he proceeded to eat all the food.
Yum,
That-
yum, 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 yum.
Mmm.
That's when I took the opportunity to turn the professor and his chair around.
Because of course, you needed to make it look like the defendant had shot Dr. Wilson from where he'd picked the gun up.
So there you have it. That is the entirety of my misdemeanor.
I believe that's called
Misdemeanor!
yeah, that's a felony right
What?
there. Judge is like, I take issue with your use of the word misdemeanor.
Your Excellency.
Yes?
I wonder. Might I speak with you in private later?
She's gonna murder him.
No. I shall call on you.
Thank you. Good day then, everyone. I hope you can forgive me, Naruto-san.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no, she was Thanos. It seems this trial has finally run its course.
Oh, thank God.
I presume the prosecution is in agreement.
This can't be. Takatsuchi Ouchi does not lose. Not to the likes of this rookie student.
Get used to it, you and your entire family line.
Yeah, you better start getting used to tough opposition. Ah! Ryanosuke Naruhodo!
Yes?
This insult to the Ouchi family name will never be forgotten. You've become conceited with age, Council, but the old have to stand aside and make way for the new. Holy shit. It's the way of the world. May you never forget that.
It's gonna
He
murder
just
him right
slices
here,
his head off.
right now.
Oh no, now he's turned into Pain from Apollo Justice. 1,000 millennia may pass, and still the Ouchi clan will never measure up to the Naruhodo clan.
Oh!
Hey!
Predictions for the future!
Kazuma, what the hell did
Sweet.
you just do? Put that sword
So-
away.
So, Phoenix Wright's family placed a curse on Pain on the
Well,
Pain
actually,
family.
no, Asogi did.
Oh, yeah, sure.
It wasn't
Oh,
even
shit.
Naruhodo that did it.
Yeah, that's right. The trial of the Supreme Court of Japan. Well, I believe will go down in history as the start of a new chapter in our country's judicial system. Common sense shall be taking place here.
Indeed.
Despite being summoned as the accused, you, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, presented an excellent case. Thank you, Your Excellency. Please, grow a pair.
Yes, yes, I agree.
Please.
I
calm
agree,
down
Ryunosuke.
just a little bit.
Yes.
The use of evidence and deduction to unravel the truth is a modern methodology. It shall not evolve in the next 200 years.
Yes.
After all, it has only been a few short decades since our country opens its doors to the wider world. But the Western ideas of science are rapidly gaining acceptance here. I feel sure that science will soon bring new methods of investigation and murder to new procedures of justice. A new future of law awaits, but it will look like I cannot begin to imagine. This is for the young to pursue. Kazuma Azuogi.
Yes.
After this trial, you are said to embark on your journey of discovery, the illustrious British Empire. Learn all you can, absorb everything from the wider world that you are able to. And do not forget to fulfill the mission imposed upon you. You must murder Herlock Sholmes.
Oh, no. I understand, Your Excellency.
What was that about? Why do you look so grave all of a sudden?
Never mind.
As for you, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Yes? In you, I sense, how can I put it? Unusual potential. Very much looking forward to see how you carry how you carry that onwards. Blah. Thank you, Your Excellency. Oh yeah, I'm the witness.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
the defendant.
I
Whoops.
am the defendant.
It's time to deliver the final verdict. I hereby find the defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, not guilty.
Yay!
Oh, Sakura petals.
Yay!
How do we have those? They're not in season.
Don't worry about it. We've
Quarters
been
adjourned.
saving them.
And they
They're
somehow haven't
fake.
wilted
I don't
at
know
all.
what answer you want.
World's loudest typewriter.
We gotta get a better one. I can't believe it. I can't believe what's happened. I killed a man and got away with it.
Holy crap.
I made it. I defended myself and made it through the horrendous trial.
Ryunosuke. You killed him, didn't you? You finally pulled it off. Congratulations. It only took
Well, I
3
coulda-
episodes.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you, Kazuma.
No, it was a pleasure to watch you at work. So, you owe me an extra large sukiyaki from the place on Yume University Street. Don't forget.
Good afternoon. All your hard work has paid off. Oh, damn, it's you.
Oh, that was me.
I thought it was her father.
Congratulations to both
Sorry,
of you for proving Naruhodo-san's innocence.
Ah, our trusty judicial assistant. You worked hard for that result too, you know.
Oh no, I didn't do anything.
Thank you so much. If you hadn't had the research report of Miss Brett's, I don't know how things would have turned out. What a nice
Your
group
kind
we
words
have.
should really be from my father. I was simply doing as he asked. It was his idea for me to go to the university and investigate.
Your father? Ah, yes, of course. Yeah, we know. Speaking of Mikatola, There you are. I believe congratulations are in order. Watching someone else make me look foolish.
It's another woman.
It's pain.
Oh no, it's pain. Ah! It's me!
Not a Hodo. You did an excellent job. Thank you, Professor. Oh no. It's I who should be thanking you. After all, your efforts exposed the true criminal that took the life of my good friend. Good friend? Oh yes, you mentioned that before. It was you who actually invited Dr. Watson to Yume University, wasn't it? Yeah. Sucks he was killed.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Anyway.
I don't feel that bad about it though.
Yeah, Professor Mikitova studied overseas himself. He went to study forensic medicine in Great Britain. Presumably, that's when you met Dr. Watson, sorry.
Can you please stop mispronouncing his name? In those days, we worked together in the same hospital.
In those days.
In those days, our
you
text
worked
boxes
together.
loaded slowly.
Back in my day,
My day, we
we
didn't
could
have these.
skip dialogue without having it be an option in the options list. Yeah, I as much as I do love this game, it does drag on forever.
Is that
But-
so?
Yeah.
That's too bad.
Like, I didn't really realize it until Paul said something, and I was like, oh, yeah. Which isn't always a bad thing, but it does get a little frustrating when you're 10 steps ahead of the game, and it's just like, no, you have to present other evidence first.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but I know what happened. I'm a smarty.
Great Britain is a magnificent country. It leads the world. In science, medicine, engineering, culture, and of course, in law. Watch and learn, my boy. See what's happening in the world's largest melting pot.
I will. I'll learn all that I can. I swear on this, the spirit of the Asogi clan.
You're not taking that sword to Great Britain, are you?
Hell yes, I am. Of course I am. A Japanese man's katana is his soul. This blade shows me where I need to go. This is Shadow of the Colossus, mother.
Can I get one?
Yeah. And cuts down anything that's in my way.
Yes, I've definitely seen how sharp it is with my own eyes.
That reminds me, what's happened to the... What's happened to the woman? To Giselle Brett, I mean. After all, she's guilty of murder.
Ah, yes, her.
She's been put to
We
death.
will hang her swiftly.
Yes!
It's not easy to tell you this, but... What do you mean? Surely she's gonna face trial herself now. She's the true culprit, after all. She'll be leaving Japan in the very near future for Shanghai. It's Shanghai? Giselle Brett will not appear in court again in this country. I'm certain of that. Well, why not?
Who is this?
Who's this? Answer of Consular Jurisdiction. Oh, hey!
Oh,
Inspector Osanaga. It was a hard-fought battle in the courtroom today, a very impressive to watch. I must congratulate... But, wait, what's all this about consular jurisdiction? We cannot try this particular foreigner for her crimes here in Japan. What? We can't try her? Try her? But then who? Who's going to bring her to justice?
a British consular court will hear her case. Somewhere far away where our voices can't be heard.
Why consular court?
Professor, I simply don't understand. I thought consular courts were a thing of the past now that we've signed the friendship treaty.
Yes, in normal circumstances, you're right.
Then, so long as this is not a serious incident of a highly political nature to our respective governments, they can't invoke a consular court just like that.
I think you just answered your own question.
Well, crap.
Oh, can't they?
Yes, she's a student, but it doesn't justify our government's making secret agreements about her fate, does it? Something strange is going on.
So Miss Brett can't be held accountable for her actions here in Japan. I'm afraid for that young student. Today's trial was nothing more than a game all along. Oh, about that. There was nothing. There was never any danger to competence for her. I don't believe it. The British government's Foreign Affairs Ministry has demanded that we hand over custody to Miss Brett. Obviously taking this case of a foreign student committing murder very seriously. It's all going to change from now on. We can make a change. It is a time of great turmoil, this new era heralded by the start of the 20th century. One day, I have no doubt, that woman will receive the judgment she deserves.
Yes, change is coming, and we're the ones driving it.
I think that's enough seriousness for now.
Yeah.
Well, let's chill anyway.
This evening calls for a celebratory drink. Let's go sing some karaoke.
Yeah. Let's get wasted.
But
Sing karaoke. Karaoke hasn't been invented yet. Damn.
But Professor,
You're right. This is no time for gloomy faces. We should be celebrating Ryunosuke's not guilty verdict. Let's start having some fun.
I guess might I suggest like Carnival?
Hey.
You know, spending your well-earned money at my very expensive restaurant.
It's not my. It's
That
not
I
his
don't actually
restaurant.
work at.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
the head
He's
waiter.
only.
He's still the head waiter. He's saying himself, he's still the head waiter. He should be delighted to provide us with ample food and drink. You're a detective, Hasanaka-san, aren't you? I bought the place yesterday.
Ugh.
Let's not worry about the details for now. So that Carnival, will you accompany us, Professor? Of course, the Carnival's food is second to none. I hear they hide coins in your food.
Mmm.
Yum. I shall go and attend to the paperwork for Naruhodo-san's release.
Oh, no, come with us!
Yeah, come on. Aww. Poor Susato.
So Giselle Brett won't be tired here.
Tried?
I suppose. Tried here. Tired.
Well, she won't be tired. She's probably very tired of here.
I can't read.
Don't worry.
No.
None of us
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, none
I'll
of
never
us
find
can.
out. I'll never find out why she killed Dr. Watson.
Yeah, it's a common problem for us.
Kazuma.
Oh wait, no, that's you. See, I can't read. Yes, Ryunosuke.
I just wanted to say thanks and all. Oh, you really saved my skin today. Please don't kill me.
I didn't do a thing. Okay, that's not true. But you were the lawyer in there, weren't you? The defense was all your own work.
Your skills made a difference, though. One day, I bet I'll be the best lawyer. You'll be the best lawyer in the world. I'll be. I'll be the best lawyer
I'm not
in the
so
world.
sure about that. I think it'll be you. To be honest, something kept occurring to me over and over again during that trial. I couldn't help thinking that maybe you're the one destined to become a great lawyer, not me.
Well, come on, be serious.
If I helped you today, it was only right at the very start of the trial. But you have a natural talent for it. For being a defense lawyer, I mean.
No, not me. I just use common sense. Seriously, it can't be this easy. all that tense verbal combat. I never want to go through that ever again. Just did what you told me to do, that's all, because I knew I could trust you.
That's the point.
Sorry, what do you mean that's the point?
Listen, Ryunosuke. Do you know what the most crucial weapon is that any lawyer needs in order to win?
I say as I'm looking towards your sword. Knowledge of the law?
It's probably belief or something. Yeah! Ah, the ability to believe.
Believe what?
You just gotta believe. A defense lawyer has to fight for his clients. He has to believe them at all times, or believe in them.
Like you believed in me when I said I didn't do it?
No, I was actually pretty skeptical. I'm a human, just like you. I don't have some superhuman ability to know the truth. But you have to make a choice about what to believe in and stick to it when you're defending someone. Sometimes in the courtroom, you can really be backed into a corner. But being able to remain faithful to what you chose to believe in, even then, well, that's not something that anyone can do. It takes a special kind of person.
Believing in your client?
Just look at today's trial. I'm a student lawyer with precious little real experience, but you never stopped believing in me.
Yeah, well,
You faced seemingly hopeless situations time and again, but you never stopped looking for the truth. And in the end, you found it through your own efforts, and because you never stopped believing in me.
Thanks, Kazuma.
Sad ellipses. There's something I want to ask you, actually, Ryunosuke.
Can I kill you?
What? Whoa, that is not at all what I wanted to ask. Well, it's a favor, really. Something very important to me.
Sounds serious. What is it? You're still here, aren't you? Inspector Osanaga. I've arranged some wrist shots for us. Let's go.
Thank you. We'll be right there. Let's pick up this conversation again.
No!
Tell me now!
We should be celebrating right now. Your first court victory.
And your study tour to Great Britain, don't forget.
Ah, yes, that too.
So my very first trial came to an end. Kazuha, my buddy. Professor Mikotoba, my teacher.
Not even my teacher.
Yeah, Gilligan and the rest.
Very assistant. Professor Osanaga, who didn't really play much of a part, but still.
Hey!
I mean, what?
I objection.
Rude.
It was because of the help and support of all these people I managed to get through this trial. But more importantly, Kazuma hadn't yet asked me the favor he wanted. Little did I realize just how much it would change my life.
And
Woo!
Yeah.
defense debut.
All right.
All right.
First case done.
Yeah.
What do you guys think so far?
That was cool.
Sucks.
Well, I guess that's it.
Yeah. Oh, who's that in the little portrait there?
No one.
It's Maya.
Maya Fey.
Who's Maya? Who's this Maya woman?
Maya Fey.
Maya Fey. Ah, yes,
Surprise.
of course.
But
Faya
we will
May.
find out. We will find out who that silhouette is. Probably in any other marketing, but we'll definitely find out next time.
Yeah, but oh, that was so good though. Like, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to describe. It did seem like it went on a little bit long,
Yeah.
but it's hard to place exactly. Like, it was just the pacing was just overall a little bit slow. There wasn't anything in particular that I felt was like especially out of place or bad about it. It was just kind of like, all right, that was a long first trial.
See, we're saying this now.
Oh,
By the
don't
time we
worry.
get to case 5.
It gets more.
Oh boy.
But
All right.
it's a very good game. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying the music, the animations, the dialogue is all like just mwah, love it.
Chef's kiss out of Chef's kiss.
Yes, Mwah.
See everyone next time.
Bye.